Hello everyone, welcome back to Farming Simulator 17. I got a short video for you today going over the ROPA DLC that a lot of people are overlooking because, well, it's basically the same thing we already have in the game at some point here. It is some cool looking stuff though. There is a few different features about some of this that we're going to check out as well. This is the ROPA Tiger 6 XL sugar beet harvester. Let's get in here and check this thing out. Let's go to the cab first and check it out here. Interior looks really good, man. I can't really complain about it. It's even got ROPA printed on the back of the seat there. All the little switches and knobs and Giants FM radio playing up there. The side seat on one side, you got the cup holder back there and all the control panel there and the joystick stuff. So you got everything you need. It all looks pretty good. But to say, those trees right there in front of me, if that's actually on the screen, I am going to lose my mind. That'd be fantastic if they added like an onboard camera that actually worked. Especially for like backing up and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. Even the one on the left side, I mean the right side there doesn't work, as you can tell. But the gauges do. You can see the numbers moving. That's pretty neat. Looks like RPMs and miles per hour or kilometers per hour, one of the two. Very cool. Alright, let's get into this thing here. I'm going to check this one out first. And then we'll go have a look at those two, because those two depend on this. So, you know how you always have trouble trying to figure out a place to store sugar beet? Well, now you can just dump it on the ground, right? You can dump it in one of your, like storage sheds with the one open side on it or whatever, and you can pick it up with those over there. We'll do that in just a second, except we're just going to dump it on the ground in front of them. We're not going to worry too much about the actual putting it inside of storage sheds here, but we're gonna get probably a few thousand liters going here. And as you can see, this thing opens up a little bit different. The cage for this thing that picks the crop up and runs it around the inside there. Let's see if I can get a good view of this here. So spitting out the sugar beet here, throwing it up in the cage, and it goes around. As it comes up, it moves across, and then it goes back down here. So, very cool design, and I'm pretty sure this thing's... It's probably real. I haven't seen too many fake pieces of machinery in Farming Simulator. So, this is a really, really cool machine. Very nice. And we're going to let him harvest a little bit, and we'll check back in with him in just a second. And while we go check out the potato harvester that released with it, let's go over here to this thing. Yes, this is the camo pack. This is the New Holland T9 565. This is the new potato harvester that we get. It is the ROPA, what is it called? Where's the name on this thing? Somebody show me a name. The ROPA Keller 2. Keller 2? Keller. Oh, it's supposed to be pronounced with an E-I, I think, like Heil. Like Heil microphone is, but Keller. So we'll call it Keller, I guess. Keller 2. All right. Looks like the price on this guy here, potato harvesters, it is $120,000. The working width on it is only 2 meters. And if I'm not mistaken, you might still have to pull the tops off of the potatoes. We're about to find out. This harvester digs the potatoes out of the ground, so very nice. It's 2 meter wide, so it's very small. This one right here is 2 meters wide as well, so this is supposed to be a new competitor for the Grimy, I guess. The capacity on this one is 9,276. This one is 10,000, so you got about 730 more capacity, or 24 more capacity. So it's about 724 more capacity on this one than you do that one. It takes a little more horsepower and a little more kilowatts to run, and it picks up potatoes, and that's all it does. Let's give it a look. This tractor should be more than qualified for pulling this thing, to be quite honest. I think we're already on the ground. We are. Okay. Oh! When did my potatoes go bad? Oh, they didn't. They're ready to harvest. Okay, cool. So if we just set this guy going, we can take a look at this thing here. This has got a really strange storage housing on it here. Where is it? Is it under it? Is it behind it? Is this it back here? I think it's in the back. No? It's going down this way. It's going up to here. So this right here is the storage capacity that it has. It's a little unit right here in the front, and then it can dump it out into a trailer, I assume, but it's gonna have to be a pretty small trailer. I like the basket style that it's got there. It's pretty neat. Overall, it's a pretty good looking potato harvester, to be quite honest. I just don't know about a 2 meter wide working width. That's kind of slim. But yeah, either way, that is what was the name of the thing? The ROPA Kyler 2. Yep. All right. Let's take a look at the price. We didn't do this. Let's take a look at the price on the sugar beet harvester here. This is the one we were working with, the Tiger 6 XL. The price on it is $500,000, and the header for it is $79,000 or $499,000 and $79,000. So you're looking at right around $578,000 for the two to work this thing here. The working width on this is 4 meters. Let's see what the working width. Collect sugar beets from the ground and tip them into the trailer. The working width on this guy right here is 9.5 meters. It's only $325,000. Sorry, stumbling over my words today. But you do have to have a trailer to pull this. Now you would think that the Moss 5 would do the same thing. Oh, it can collect them and dump them into the trailer. Oh, okay. Well, it didn't seem like it was supposed to start with. So this one has a 10.2 meter working width. That's a 9.5. So you get a slightly bigger working width out of this one, and it comes at a price of $369,000. This has a capacity of 45,000. This has a capacity of 43,000. You actually get a little more capacity out of that, and the working width is the same. It's both 4 meters. All right, so let's hop back over. That is potato harvester, the Kyler 2. If you want to grab something different and you want to spend $8 on some DLC, there you go. You can pick that guy up. We're going to let him go because I'm not really concerned about it. Let's jump back in this guy here, see how he's doing. He's got about 15,000 liters, not too bad. We're going to jump into this guy for a minute. This one will actually pick potatoes up off the ground or sugar beets up off the ground and dump them into a trailer next to you. But that's not the one we want to focus on. I thought this one did the same. It does not. So let's jump into this guy. And we're going to go over here to this side. Probably right in here somewhere. And we're going to hire a worker for it, and then we'll bring the trailer around and follow it. So we can see how this thing works. I'm pretty sure it works just like the other one in-game. It's probably not going to be too much different. Let's get a row started here. Oh, wait a minute now. Do you have to cut the tops off of these before you can use this one? If you do, that's not really worth it, is it? Let's go back and look. That's not the button. That one. Nope, not potato harvesting. Beet harvesting. Okay. This machine can collect sugar beets from the ground and tip them into a trailer. Now, I wonder if it won't let me do it because I don't have a trailer sitting next to me. Let's go grab the truck and trailer real quick. And we'll pull it up next to it, and then we'll see how far we get with it. This is a 70,000 liter capacity trailer. This is the Black Sheep modding tipper trailer. This thing is fantastic. I love the way it looks. This is the Oshkosh truck, and I love the way this thing looks too. It's got a ton of horsepower. I mean, just a massive amount of horsepower. So this is probably my two favorite vehicles at the moment, is this trailer and this truck combo. It's very nice. It does not have a super sharp turning radius, but it does okay. Alright, let's stop right there. Let's see if we can hire. No, we do have to remove the tops to be able to use this thing. So that's kind of interesting. They didn't give us anything to remove the tops with. Change that. I want to go to this one. Yeah, nothing. You got to remove the tops first, but they didn't give us a tool to remove it with. So you still have to go back and use something to remove tops. That's potatoes, isn't it? No, that's sugar beet. There we go. Yeah, so you'll still have to go back and use something to remove tops. So you may have to use that guy to remove the tops, which kind of doesn't make sense with the size of this machine. I wouldn't think it would need it, but it's quite possible that it does. Let's jump over here and grab Helper B real quick. He is in a bad spot. Back this guy up out of the way. He should be getting pretty close to full there. When he does, we'll come dump that thing on the ground and watch this guy right here work. But for now, I guess we'll have to just scratch this idea, because you have to have something to cut the tops off with this. You can't just use it, which kind of sucks. That means you have to do the entire field of sugar beet, if you're doing sugar beet, with something to cut the tops off, and then come back and use this. So, yeah, it seems like kind of a waste of money, to be quite honest. I'd just go ahead and save up the money and buy that guy. It's got a capacity that's monstrous, 43,000 capacity, and even though the price is almost 500,000, if you look at the price difference here, you're saving a little bit of money because you're spending 17 and then 369, so you're spending around 385,000, 386,000, something like that, as opposed to 578,000. But it seems worth it to go ahead and buy this guy, mainly because this has a storage capacity. You don't have to have an extra truck and trailer for this, so you can literally take this and then go dump it wherever you want to dump it. You don't have to have anything extra. So let's go ahead and pull this guy right over here. We're just going to do our best to pull it up straight in line with this thing, because that is about where we're going to be. When we go to pick that stuff up. So we're going to be right there somewhere, and we can move that around a little bit. Let's hop out here and grab helper B real quick. And we'll just tell him to stop. And we'll take this thing over. Let's turn that pipe on. Pipe out. Pipe out. Oh, I need to change that. Pipe out. There we go. Ooh. I think it's a little top heavy, don't it? Sliding around corners. Now, we should be able to unload this right here, and then use this guy right here to pick it up. In theory, that's the way this should work. So I'm literally just going to back right in front of this thing and dump it out here. Unload here. We'll see how this does. Now, I don't know for sure if that's how this works or not, but we're about to find out. If you had this in a storage shelter, you could just come up to it and scoop all this up and dump it into a trailer instead of having to use a bucket to do that. Now that's something that I really do. Let's fold all this back up here and watch it fold up as it goes. You'll see the conveyor flip around and go down inside of it, which is pretty neat too. Right there, there we go. Pretty neat, compact. All stays within inside the trailer. Very nice. Is this $8 worth? I don't think so. I don't think it's $8 worth of materials, but that's just me. Now, you do get the option to move these pipe around just like with the other ones. So I just moved it over, and hopefully that will reach. I know that will. That's just above the trailer, so it should be fine. Let's lower it down and turn it on and see if this actually does what it's supposed to. No. Okay, what are we doing wrong? Unload here. No. Okay. Why is it not picking that up? Make sure this one does what it's saying it's doing. It's probably not. It's probably something completely different that I'm overlooking here. It's not that one. It's not potatoes. Well, I just bought the stupid thing. Let's go to brands. Find ROPA. This machine collects materials from the ground and tips them into a trailer. So you're supposed to be able to scoop it up and just dump it into a trailer here, but it doesn't look like it does. Oh, it doesn't do sugar beet. Imagine that. We can do anything else with it, but not sugar beet. No potatoes either. Well, aren't I just stupid? All right, well, give me a second. I want to watch this thing in action. Let me go find another field real quick. Oh, quick side note. This exact tractor is sitting right up the street for me for sale. Is that not crazy? This exact thing. The New Holland 8340. It's pretty neat. All right, back to what I was doing. I'm getting some grain together. I want to show you it picks up a couple of different types of crop. So, give me a second. All right, guys, I got some wheat set up and I got some sunflower set up right here that we're going to pick up. It's not very much. I just want to see if this works. It should. If you go here and you look at it, it says this machine collects materials from the ground and tips them into trailers. So it picks up wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybean, corn, fertilizers or seeding fertilizers. I guess that's grass, and then chaff, wood chips, and silage. So it picks up a lot of stuff. This thing would be fantastic to use to pick up silage. I think it would anyway. All right, let's lower this puppy down. Oh, also, check this out, guys. Watch this. You ready? You ready? We're going to fold it up. Here we go. I'm going to stay straight in the chair right here. This is pretty neat. I don't know that I've seen one do this yet. Not a stock one anyway. Check that out. How cool is that? It flips you back around to the driving position. Let's go ahead and unfold it back now. Yeah, I noticed that when I was messing with it a while ago, being in first person mode. I was like, man, that's cool. You can do it in first person mode. You can sit here and you can watch your boom arm. We'll take that thing up a little bit. There we go. I guess we just turn it on. Oh, I don't want to do that. Back in this mode. Guess we need to take it up a little bit. So we need to lower it and turn it on. Let's see if this works. Oh, look at that. There we go. It's just going to chip away at it until it grabs it all. We'll let it completely run in there. Very nice. Alright, we're going to drive ahead to this one. And we'll dump the trailer real quick and we'll pick up some sunflower. And I'm pretty sure it'll do it. I'm pretty sure this is going to work. Either way, I mean, that's a very cool feature to have, especially for silage. Now, if that thing fits in a silage container, I will be surprised. But if it does, then you're on to something, because then you got it made. And I think it probably does. It looks like it might be just wide enough. Let's see. Let's unload here. There we go. We'll pull up next to this one. Be about right there somewhere. Alright, let's see if we can grab some canola now. We should be able to. There we go. You see it. It's set right on top of it there. It just scoops it all up. We're just going to ease forward a little bit. Wait on it to get finished. So yeah, this thing right here would be fantastic if you could get it inside the silage plant. I think that'd be a great use for it, to be honest. Scooping silage, or if you just want to, if you did like whole crop silage or whatever, just dump it on the ground. Right? Just go dump it somewhere, have this guy pick it up, and then, I mean, heck, you could even pull the train around. Think about this. You could pull the train around right here and have it dumped into the train. Right? I mean, whole crop silage on this thing would be fantastic to be able to pick up. And then wood chips and stuff, that'd be great. It'd be great to do wood chips. You just go through and cutting down trees and or just wood chipping and dumping them out on the ground and go by and scoop them up with this thing. But either way, that's going to do it for the ROPA DLC. I don't really think it's worth $8 because it's 4 pieces of equipment that you already have in game, with the exception of this one. This one's worth like 50 cents to me. This is worth $1 to me. And it might be worth more depending on what the uses can be for this thing, and I feel like there are a lot of uses for this, honestly. But you know, I feel like in the long run, the DLC might not have been worth it, but at the same time, you do get some cool pieces of equipment out of it. But with Farm Sim 19 on the rise here, we're getting closer and closer with every day to Farm Simulator 19. And I think having stuff like this come out, DLC this late, this should have been $5. That's my honest opinion. I think this DLC should have been $5. Should have been maximum price for it. But either way, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, if it helped you out at all, if you made up your mind not to buy the DLC or to buy the DLC, let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Also check the description below for Discord, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, all that kind of stuff. If you want to, you can go support me on Patreon. I'd very much appreciate it if you did. And we'll see you on Discord. Later, guys.